Hi guys, it's your boy, the Supreme Leader. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel and also click the bell button after subscription. And don't forget to share the channel too as well. And yes, like I always say, I always want to get a time and then come on, talk to you guys a little bit and also share some few things with you guys too as well. All right, so today I am I am at work. Okay, I am simply at work, and I simply decided to come on live and then talk with you guys a little bit while I was at work, and also answer some of your questions too as well. Um, yes, so I'm at work. That is why I look a little bit some kind of way. I simply don't like looking like this. I don't like looking like this. I prefer wearing a t-shirt and all that. Yeah, yeah, boss. Yeah, yeah, big man. I did for you. Yeah, so yeah, so it's all about living here in Brazil and also comparing the kind of lifestyle we have out here, and also lifestyle that we left back in our home countries too as well. And on my group chat, on my group platform, which is Telegram platform, there are a lot of people who are discussing about a whole lot of stuff on the platform. And due to that, I said, okay, fine, then why not? I will just come online. Yes, yes. And so there is a lot of things, guys. There is a lot of things uh, here in Brazil. Let me just say, so far as we have a lot of different race out here in Brazil, um, there are job opportunities for each and every single person too as well. And the job opportunities, it all depends on you too as well. So you have to be the kind of person uh, 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 who wants to grow and who wants to try new things too as well, and also uh, yeah, leave the best out of it too as well. Uh, Somebody was asking me a question. I was I was answering some question on my Telegram platform. Actually, it was about somebody uh, 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 who went to Europe illegally using what do you call it, a very scary process or a scary way to go to Europe. And yeah, we were talking about this. So some of my viewers were like, "Oh, it was a very dangerous, it was a risky stuff, like taking all that kind of risk to just to get to Europe and stuff like that." And yes, you can join the Telegram. Yeah, yeah, there is a link for that. I will share the link right now. I normally leave the link at the description box so that when you click it, it can simply take you direct. But I will share the Telegram link for you to click and then join. Let me copy the link here so that you can simply join if you want to join the Telegram group chat. Let me. I have it here. Just a second. I'm trying to copy it so that I can share it with you guys. So if you want to join the Telegram group, there is a link. I'm going to share the link here. So this is the link. That is my Telegram group. So you can join the Telegram group, and then you can also comment. You can talk to me too as well. And apart from that, you can also follow me on Instagram too as well. My Instagram is the same. as from Africa to South America. When you type on Instagram from Africa to South America, you come across my profile on Instagram, and you can send me a message. Should in case you didn't get me online, you can leave your message, and I will simply follow and then respond to your message too as well. You can leave me any message. It can be a voice message. It can be any type of message. I'll simply make sure I get back to your message, and then I respond to your message too as well. So yeah, uh, yeah, you're welcome. You're welcome. So when you click the link, it will automatically send you to the group. I think I have about 200 people on about getting to 200 people on the platform. So and yeah, that's where I get to talk to my viewers, connect with my viewers, and also you know viewers who also don't agree with me. Everybody's on the platform. Most of the time, I do get viewers who don't agree with me. They are on the platform. I use those viewers to learn more too as well, even if they don't agree with me. So I use them to also grow too as well. So yeah, so my honest experience about living here in Brazil, what I see is when you are here, you can do more. Okay, when you are living in Brazil as a foreigner, you can do more. You can simply work, do any kind of job that you want to do. You can study. You can make beautiful friends. You can even have, let me just say, you can have an amazing family, like, amazing family which you can simply count on when you are living in Brazil. Because, like I always say on my channel, the Brazilian people, they are very, very nice. And for me, um, I will always choose Brazil over any other country. I have been to uh, a whole lot of places, but I will still choose Brazil over any other country. I see a whole lot of people who also want me to talk about equality, racial equality here in Brazil and all that. I think I have talked a lot about this issue about racial equality out here in Brazil is not a big deal. It's all about you as an individual, how you connect with people, how you carry yourself around and stuff like that. And the last thing we talked about on the platform was somebody said, I said, the Afro Brazilians, the Black Brazilians, they don't like working and stuff like that. Most of the time when I talk, I normally like to say most. I won't say all because I personally know some black people who are from here who are doing well too as well, who work a lot. They are hardworking people too as well. But what I'm trying to say is most of the black or Afro black Brazilians, most of them they lack self-confidence. Okay, they lack what self-confidence, and apart from self confidence too as well, they don't see themselves to be on top of maybe in a company in a high position and stuff like that, or maybe working in some like some particular place. They don't. Most of them don't see themselves like that. Only few do, though. And I also know most of these black or Afro Brazilians who are simply, like doing okay. Okay, they are not too rich and they are not poor. I know some people like that, black Brazilians. But majority don't believe in themselves. They lack confidence, like self-confidence. And when you are talking to them, most what you hear is because I'm black, because I'm black, because I'm black, because I'm this, because of that. You understand? So because of this kind of thing, they cannot grow. But here in Brazil, simply you can grow. Simply you can do a lot of things. Simply there are a lot of opportunities and also advantages for you from any other race. Like if you are black, if you are white, if you are green, if you are Asian, like there are a lot of opportunities. You understand? And if you chase and follow these opportunities and utilize them, you will simply get what you are looking for. You understand? Majority of us, black people, we are quick to draw conclusions about things. Most of us, okay, not all of us, but most of us, we are quickly to do what? To simply draw conclusions about how productive we can be, or uh, uh, how well our lives can be too as well. So uh, this is one of the problems that I will say we have to work on as black people too as well. Because here in Brazil, I have seen a lot of black foreigners who are doing super well. They own their own businesses. Like some of them even work with companies. They have high positions and stuff like that. But most of our Afro Brazilian people, most, like I said, most of our Afro Brazilian people, which are the black Brazilian people, they try to limit themselves when it comes to, like growth and stuff like that. Because I have come across a lot of these people who are working in companies who are still working in those companies at the same rank, at the same positions. And I have seen a lot of other race, not only white people, but other race, like growing in companies. Like working. The person might come in as just an ordinary worker, and then some few years they become supervisors, and after being supervisors, they become managers and stuff like that. I have seen a lot of this too as well. Okay, so tell us about life there. Some refugee life there. Some guy told me there are some camp where they give you free stay and all that. Yeah, they have not. It's actually not that true. Okay, like when they say there is a camp where they will give you a place to sleep and stay for refugees here in Brazil, we don't really have this kind of thing. We have in some states and some cities they have it, but not all the cities and states have this kind of thing for a refugee. Here in Brazil, what they do is when you come as a refugee, you seek for refugee status, they'll give you a working permit to go and work so that you can build yourself. Yeah, Brian is here. You are talking, you are talking mess about my people. Yeah, like I said, Brian, you are here. I'm going to send you a link if you can join, so that you can join me. Whenever I see Brian on my live video, it's Brian is a vampire, is a funny guy, a vampire from New Orleans. So the link is there. Brian, if you can join us too as well, you can join us and then throw me your questions. Then I will answer you some of the questions, because most of the time when I'm doing a live video, I do also forget about some questions that are being asked for me to answer. So sometimes I do forget about these things. So if you are on, you can also join. The link is right there so that you can join and then ask me some questions. So about you getting a camp as a refugee here is not that true, okay? Because here in Brazil, what they like to do is when you come in as a refugee, they like to give you a working permit for you to go and look for work to do so that you can support yourself while they try to work on your case. Okay, what's up? Yes, Foley, I see you. No, I just started this live video. You are not late at all. I just started it. You can see it's about 14 minutes now that I started this live video. And the link is there. Okay. Brian is actually scared to join the live video. I cannot talk now, unfortunately. I'm with my client. Okay. Brian, Brian is a vampire from New Orleans, and today he cannot join at this moment because he's having some originals with him. Uh, so he cannot talk. Yeah, greetings from New York. Yes, I see you too as well. Ashley. Oh, okay. Axel Foley. Wow, bro, tell us the list of jobs you can do if you don't have skills. There are there are a lot of jobs you can do. I remember when I first got here, I was working at the construction field as a helper. Apart from that, you can also work in uh, shops, like shopkeeping and stuff like that. And apart from that, there are other jobs too you can do, like let me just say, working in the restaurant, working with big hotels too as well. And yeah, there are many jobs you can do. Okay, there are many jobs you can do, and don't forget, doing these kind of jobs, you have to quickly try and then learn the language, because when you learn the language, you can easily grow. Okay, when you learn the language, you can easily grow, and then you can become something more bigger. I remember when I first got here, I wasn't speaking the Portuguese language, and I had to simply go and work at the construction field. And my reason for working at the construction field was simple. It was simple, but it wasn't easy to work at a construction field though. But I had to, because I had to learn. I wanted to learn the language, the Portuguese language, and at that time I didn't know. At that time I didn't know they had uh, free Portuguese class for foreigners, or free Portuguese class for refugees and stuff. I myself, I was a refugee. When I got here, I seek for an asylum. Okay, I was a refugee too. So I just want to make that clear. I don't want to hide anything. I just want to make that clear. So I was a refugee when I got here, and yes, I worked at the construction field, and I used the construction field to simply learn the Portuguese language, which helped me a lot, because after learning the Portuguese language, I was able to get some softer jobs, like softer jobs, which wasn't so much of a hassle. Okay, so it was just an amazing moment for me. So even if you don't have any skills and you are living here in Brazil, or you come to Brazil, there are jobs that you can do as someone without the skills. Okay, there are, because I didn't come here with skills. Okay, in fact, I came here zero. Okay, I didn't come here with any skills, but when I got here, I was able to do something. I was able to get something to do, and this is why I will always say here is far better than where I came from, because even with me not having the skills, I was able to work and also, like, get myself the kind of things that I want. Okay, and let me see. Yeah, so yeah, so like I said, yes. So what are some of the safer, smaller city towns to retire? Look, there is one place in Goiás, okay? There is one nice small city or small town in Goiás that I visited, okay? And apart from that, in Rio de Janeiro, okay, in Rio de Janeiro, also I visited recently, my holiday, my vacation. There is these small cities. They are very safe, and they are very, like, nice places. But let me recommend this one particular small city that I visited. I did videos about this. It's called Olos das Olo Olos da das Águas. I think I did a video about it. Let me see if I have uh, um, the link, so that I can share the link with you, so that you can see the videos that I did when I visited that place. It was a very nice, quiet, and the houses in that city were very cheap too as well. Okay, it was a very cheap. Let me see. I think it was this one. Oh, okay. This city. Let me copy the link. I'll copy the link and then give you uh, uh, the link. This is the link of the video. Okay, I did a video about it, and I'm even planning to buy a house in that small town. Okay, it is very nice, very calm. Like it's super safe. Like when we say safe in that city, people go out, they don't even lock their doors. Like they don't have big walls and stuff like that. So what is the monthly expenses in that city? Oh, it's very cheap. If like look, Goiás, okay, let me just say the city, the state of Goiás is simply cheap itself. The state itself is a very cheap state. Things are very cheap in Goiás, very cheap. Okay, so just imagine if the whole state is cheap, then how much more a small town? You understand? A small town, all you need is try and get yourself like a small portable car, like some small portable car which you can just use for your rounds. And here we have a lot of them. The average look, I think in that city, sorry, in that small town, you can get a place for, let me just say, $100, a nice place for $100 a month, like a nice place, like a nice place. And the houses there are very cheap. You can the play. I think in that town you can get a house for. If I'm not lying, you can get a house for $10,000 or $15,000. You can get a whole house for that price. Oh, okay, yeah. It's for that one. It's far away from what do you call it? It's far away from the airport because um, I we actually went there with car. Okay, we drove from Brasilia to that particular place, which it was about 1 hour 30 minutes. It was like, let me just say, 2 hours drive. Okay, it was 2 hours drive from Brasilia to that particular place. But I think it's worth living that in that particular town because it is just fantastic. Yeah, let me see. Let me share the video with you guys. Yes, US dollars. Let me share the video with you guys. Uh, okay, there is a question that I have from another viewer. He says, "Bro, tell us how much can you survive if you are new to Brazil and your income is little? Is there cheap hostels? You don't even need hostels, okay? But for the time being, when you get there, there are a lot of cheap hostels. You can just get a very cheap hostel for you to pay maybe, let me just say, $100 a month or maybe 80 or $50 a month. Okay, you can do that. But um, yeah, you can do that. You can do that. Um, but if you live in those hostels, within some short time, you can get a house. Okay, you can get a very cheap place for you to live, which you can pay like 400 reals a month. Because here the minimum wage is about 1,500 reals. Okay, the minimum wage is about 1,500 reals. So after taxes, you can make like 1,200 reals a month after taxes. Okay, so if, for example, you are making 1,200 reals a month after taxes, you can get a place to rent, a very cheap place to rent, like maybe 400, 500 reals. You get a place to rent, and then start, like start chasing what you want to chase. You understand? So it's, uh, yeah, but you there is 100% possibility for you to live the kind of life you want to live, because I'm saying it from my own experience. Okay, I'm simply saying all these things from my own experience, because I came in like that and I was making minimum wage when I got here. I was able to get my place. I was able to eat the kind of food I want. I was able to buy the things I wanted to buy. I was able to live the regular daily life. So this is my honest experience about Brazil, is living here. When you are even working like the ordinary, making minimum wage, you can survive with the minimum wage. If you are not the high time person, because we have some kind of people who are high time, they want to live the best of life. If you are that kind of person, the minimum wage won't do anything for you. But if you are someone like me who came in like most of the African migrants, you can live just fine. You understand? So doing that, you can simply grow. Okay, Supreme Leader, have you ever thought about putting a package together to help export expats relocate? Yes, I have thought of that. The first thing that I thought was this particular question of yours, and it is the main reason why I sold my apartment and I bought a house. You understand? I bought a house for this kind of thing, like through my channel. But the reason why I haven't gotten into it is I'm waiting. I'm waiting to reach some level. My viewers and my followers to reach some level. If I reach that level, then I will start doing this package. Like, yes, you understand. Like, I will try and then start, like building up something like that, like creating a travel package for people who are coming from outside Brazil to know Brazil, like visit Brazil, get to know more about the locals. I'm planning on that. It was the main reason why I sold my apartment and then bought the house that I have now, to start this kind of thing. You understand? But it's because I haven't started, because I am looking at, there are some things that I'm looking at to start this kind of thing, because um, I want to I want to do this kind of thing actually. But I'm looking at cities where I can buy these properties, so that if, should in case I have a client or I have somebody who wants to come to Brazil to know more about Brazil, visit places in Brazil, I can simply host these people, give them place to sleep, and then like have enough time to take them around. And my focus is to show them the deep and the local lifestyle of the Brazilian society. Like, not to bring in some tourists and then take them to tourist locations. Now, it's for me to, when I receive somebody, I can let the person have the typical local experience as a foreigner here in Brazil. So I'm working on this kind of thing, but I'm still working on it. It's not something that I haven't think of. I have thought of it, but you have to plan it properly so that you can do something which like people can recommend others to as well. Understand? I just don't want to do just anything. All right, so let me see another comment here. Thanks, bro. Possibly of getting cheap places in big cities. Tell us your experience in Sao Paulo when you first come. How life is look like when you don't speak the language. When you don't speak the language, it's not a problem. When you don't speak Portuguese, but the problem, the other part of the problem, no. the other part which will become problem is when you want to yeah, sorry guys. I'm at work. I'm using the work internet, so sorry. It's the internet is a little bit bad today, I think. Let's see. It would be nice to work with you because you are always real about what's going on in the background. Plus, you seem to be a sociable person. Yeah, yes, man. So, yeah, the plan is there. The plan is there. If uh, I get everything in place, I will start doing it. But if anybody wants to do this kind of thing too, fine. We can do it. We can do it. We can do it. But I wanted to, like put up something first so that we can get into this kind of thing, like receive people from outside, take them around, show them the typical lifestyle, allow them to experience the typical lifestyle, not the tourist life. I'm not talking about the tourist lifestyle. I'm rather talking about experiencing the typical lifestyle of, being a Brazilian or, like being a foreigner, hanging around locals and stuff like that. Look, um, I always, when I answer some questions like this, um, my honest opinion will be for me, it won't be for someone. I personally, I won't choose Europe. Okay, I won't choose Europe or I won't choose the United States. You understand? Because for me, I'm looking at something different. And individually, each and every single one of us, we have uh, what we want. You understand? Maybe what I want is different from what you want, and what you want is different from what I want. You understand? So, if for me, my honest opinion about traveling or recommending something, I would rather choose Brazil over any other place. Because when you come to Brazil and you are living in Brazil, you will, it's simple and easy for you to get access to go to those places. You understand? If you follow my Instagram, you will see that I have traveled to a lot of places ever since I got here. I've been traveling already, but when I got here, my access to travel to other places has even become bigger, and like I don't even think about going to anywhere. Like, but I can go if I want to travel to anywhere. I can simply buy a ticket and then go because I don't need visa. I want to mix with the locals. No, yes. So this is what I'm looking at. You know, so this is the kind of project I want. The project that this kind of project is a project where I will simply, let you have the local lifestyle. Like take you deep into the local lifestyle. You wake up in the morning. We are going to like have a ordinary routine, local routine. I can simply, we can just wake up and then I can wake you up early in the morning, maybe like 5 a.m. or 6 a.m. You are going to the bus station, like just taking a local trip, like just local lifestyle, what a local person would do at 5 a.m., 6 a.m. What most of the locals do here, they go to work. You understand? You go to the bus station, going to pick a bus. You see a lot of people going to pick the bus, they are going to work. So this is the kind of routine I want to take with people who want to come and have the Brazilian experience. And for that, I have to prepare. so much for that because first of all, is the person really ready for this kind of experience? And you have to remember that to do this kind of thing, to I have to I have to be very equipped. You understand, like very equipped, because when I say very equipped, I'm going to use my time to do that too as well. So what is going to happen is I'm going to charge the person. This is what I'm going to take for this, and I want you to have the deep experience. I'm not going to allow you to simply, live what kind of lifestyle, some kind of lifestyle. But I'm going to I'm going to force you. Listen, I'm going within that time period. I'm going to force you to live the lifestyle, the local lifestyle, the typical local lifestyle, so that you can have your own experience. So that if you are going to talk about your visit to Brazil, you know what to talk about. You are not going to talk about, when I came to Brazil, I went to Copacabana. When I came to Brazil, no, this is not what I want. I want you to have a typical experience so that when you come and when you go back and you are going to talk about Brazil, you are going to talk about the real thing, what you really saw, what the life is really about. You understand? So this is the kind of thing, or this is the kind of project I wanna do. But I'm still targeting. There is a level. Yes. Can you hear me? Is my microphone working? I had a call. I had a call, so I don't know if my microphone is working. If my microphone is working right, let me know at the comment section that my microphone is working. You can hear me clearly. Um, yes. Let me know if Yeah. Let me know if my microphone is working, guys. Is my microphone working? Can you hear me? Okay. All right. So let me read some comments here. I really want to be like local. That's when you experience the real life, bro. If you have a girlfriend or a wife in Africa and you go to Brazil and you get beautiful girl, how do you manage both situations? Um, okay, so for me, when I was living in Africa, I didn't have any girlfriend over there. Like when I was living, I didn't have a girlfriend back there in Africa. And okay, thank you. My microphone is working. Okay, perfect. So there is a question that somebody asked me about managing both girls. Look, me, when you are coming to Brazil, I won't advise you to have any girlfriend where you are coming from before coming to Brazil, because here we have a lot of women here, beautiful ones, obedient ones, supportive ones. We have all kind of women here. Okay, so for me, when I was coming here, I didn't have any. Okay, I didn't have any. So when I got here, I simply, yeah, guys. So when I got here, oh yeah, 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 yeah. Come on, everybody knows Barbados, Bermuda. They are not doing that bad when it comes to economy. They are doing fantastic. They are doing great. We know. They are countries which are doing well. in the Caribbean. But the problem about Caribbean Caribbean countries, when you are black, listen, Caribbean countries, when you are black and you are from Africa or something, it doesn't favor you. It doesn't. You understand? For you, it's not even easy for you to be documented. They don't see you as a brother. They don't see you that way. You understand? The Caribbean countries, they don't easily welcome Africans, period. Even they are black people, but they don't. So you have to remember this. The South American countries are far, far, far like welcoming, very warm, very nice to any person. Like it doesn't matter where you are coming from. The South America, it's just one of a kind. Well, when you talk about the Caribbean, forget the Caribbeans. Yes, look, in Africa, most of the African countries, when you are going to do business, you just have to be very careful. Most of the African countries, doing business or any other thing can be very dangerous. Why do I say so? Because most of the countries don't have guarantees. You understand? And also, living there itself, most of the countries they don't even have what do you call it? Uh, uh, Retirement plans for even their citizens. You understand? Why so many Africans say yes to everything, even if they don't have capacity to provide the service? Okay. Um, about what I said, right? About the Caribbean. The Caribbeans, I'm talking from a close experience, okay? Most of the friends that I have who were living here before, almost all of them, I won't say all of them, but I would say almost all of them lived in the Caribbean highlands. They lived in the Caribbean islands before they moved back to Brazil. And after living here in Brazil for a while, they moved to Brazil, to the United States. Okay, and some of them moved to Europe. Okay, and when they are sharing their experiences with Caribbean, the Caribbean countries, what they went through compared to their lifestyle here in the South Americas, you will be shocked and surprised. And most of them were deported. Most of them, most of them were deported. I know about three people who were deported from Bahamas. I know about two who were deported from what do you call it? Oh, this Caribbean country, Saint Kitts and Nevis, and I know many who were even deported from Trinidad and Tobago. Most of them were even married and they had kids over there. They were all deported. You understand what I'm saying? So uh, the Caribbean countries is simply not a welcoming place for African migrants. Okay, specifically if you are Black African and you are in the Caribbean, your chances of becoming successful is super slim. Okay, but when you live in the south of America, you get all the chances, the benefits, you get everything. You only have to be yourself and know yourself, and know how to be around people too as well. Yeah, but there are places where you is just bad to migrate to. You understand? Some place like uh, um, Dominican Republic and Cuba. Maybe you are going there for tourism. You understand? There are places you only go there for tourism. It's not, yeah, you go there for tourism. You don't go there uh, 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 for starting over or something. Those places you have to be rich to go there and then make something out of that place. Yes, that's the question. So it's like living in South Africa. In South Africa, any immigration officer can just take your passport and then tear your permanent residency from your passport. And there's nothing you can do. Yeah. Okay. Let me post the link. Anybody who wants to join, there is a link at the description box. If you want to join and share your experience or ask some live questions too, there is a link at the description box. You can click it and then join it. Yes. Here in Brazil, everything is possible. Everything is possible. When I first got here, I met over my first day here. I met over six different girls, like who were very nice. I don't know, maybe I'm a talkative. Maybe I talk too much. So maybe they like it when I talk too much. And I was speaking English, I wasn't speaking Portuguese, and they didn't understand me. But I think about two understood me. Yeah, Cuba is a very beautiful place. Yes, Dr. K,
Hello, my brother. How are you doing?
I'm doing great. What about yourself, Mr. Doctor?
Yeah, I am not doing too bad. I wanted to ask, how is it in Brazil to do business? When I'm in Africa, people will promise you the world, but they will not deliver the product. This is one
Yeah.
reason why I'm trying to set up some companies here, but finding talent. I have found some Africans who are good, three of them. But many times they promise you and everything, but they don't deliver. Then they switch off the phone and they never tell you, sorry, I can't do the job. You're still waiting for something. So how is it in Brazil? How is it? How do you survive? How do you make a living? And what is the experience between Brazil and I think you're from Ghana, or which country?
I'm from Ghana, but I've been to a lot of African countries too as well.
Yes. So I would like to hear your understanding on ease of doing
Okay,
business in Brazil compared
look,
to.
yeah, most of the time I like to do videos and then talk the reality on ground in Africa. And most of the time when I talk about this, I get attacked. People simply don't agree with what I say. In Africa, I'll say most of the African countries, you have to be very careful when you want to do business. Okay, you just have to be super careful when you want to do a business back there in most of the African countries because we have lions in goat skins. When I say lions in goat skins, there are people who look very soft, very, very welcoming. And when you are not careful, you are going to lose every single dime. Uh, they don't even if they don't know how to do something because they want to benefit from what your proposal maybe and there is something you have to remember when you are in Africa and you are from Europe or any part of the world where they get to know that oh the place has something to offer, you have a good passport. Most of them are like they see you like they see you like ATM machine. You understand? Like ATM machine. They see you like, he's here to give us money. So even when you bring a very good business idea, they are not focused on helping you to grow the business, but they are rather focused on uh, uh, doing anything possible to get your money. It's a very good example on YouTube. How a lot of most of our African YouTubers will come and then tell you uh, come and invest in Africa, blah blah blah. You watch those videos, they bring you some like some live videos, videos which are not true, so that you can just watch them and then feel like okay, it's fine to go and then do my investment. It's different for everybody, but let me just say for most you get the same results, which is what the negative part of it. They they won't help you with what the positive mind you are bringing, but rather do whatever necessary to get your money. In Ghana specifically, when you go there with any idea, business idea, oh, I want to do this, I want to do that, I want to invest into this, you have to be careful because out of 100, 99%, out of 100, 99 will only uh, 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 prey on your money. You understand? They will just lie to you so that you keep on putting money into some things, and then the money you won't get any good results out of it. Here in Brazil, how does it work? Here, each and every single country we have this kind of things. Okay, but here those kind of things are less. Most foreigners when they come here to do businesses, they become much more successful because of the kind of system we have here. There are systems which simply protect everybody's interest. You understand? For example, you want to do buy and sell a business, buy and sell business. There is a system which will allow you to register and then like make make a very reasonable profit out of whatever you want to do. So, for instance, you want to open a company. What kind of company do you want to open? For example, maybe you want to open a shoe manufacturing company, maybe a shop where you want to bring some things from outside and then sell them here. You are going to be successful, but there are things that they are not going to hide from you, like the high taxes we have here. They will that's even the first thing they will let you know before you can you start deciding on doing anything. Okay, compare back to most of our African countries, they won't tell you anything, but they rather tell you sweet things. When you come, you can buy your land, you can open your shop, you can just bring in something, and then when you take it there, then you will lose. They won't tell you the negative part of it. They only, convince you to bring the money. So, what are some of the specific questions that you want to know about doing a business here in Brazil, Dr. K?
Yeah. So, uh, well, thank you very much, because this is actually very enlightening.
Yeah.
Um, so, for example, right now I'm in Kenya. I wanted to open wines and spirits. It's like off license. The money is good. The problem is, I'm working with a friend before I open my own one. Every time, the police will also come to take their cut, and they don't even keep the timeline. They will tell you, okay, I will come once a month. Sometimes they come three times a month instead of that one time. So it's difficult. Like to calculate your profit, um, focusing on how much money I can make, paying the bills, and then also investing. It's difficult here. I want to know in Brazil. Do you have to pay the police? And also, if you do
Okay,
have to pay the
first, good.
good, yeah,
First, it's a very good question. This is a very good question. If you didn't ask me, I wouldn't even remember to talk about this. In most of the African countries, specifically like South Africa, Kenya, like well-known countries in Africa, well-known African countries like Kenya, South Africa, Ghana, Nigeria. Uh, these are these are the reality. These are the things the YouTubers won't come and then tell you. That place, bribery is something we cannot escape from, and which most of our YouTubers won't tell you. Like for example, like I said in South Africa, when you are living in South Africa, you are legally living in South Africa. The possibility of any ordinary policeman catching you to just tear your passport is high. They can just decide, okay, I'm immigration officer. I'm taking your permanent residency from you. Those kind of things are normal, and it's normal in Africa. But here it's not. Okay, here in Brazil, this kind of thing doesn't happen. A policeman cannot just come and then take money from you. No, it doesn't happen here. Here it's different. Here they simply have people actually, let me see, fully your network is bad. That is why it's registering here that you are trying to connect, but your device is not connecting. I think your network is the network that is not allowing you to join, because I have seen you here. Okay, so let me answer. I haven't
because of
finished.
it.
Let me.
Okay.
Yeah,
So,
somebody is trying to join, but I think his connection is very bad. So I'm just telling him that his connection is very bad. Okay, so here in Brazil, they have they have units. Okay, they have units for all these kind of things. And when you open your business, nobody will come and then tell you this is what you have to do, this is what you have to do. Like they'll be taking unnecessary money from you. No, this here it doesn't happen like that. Here everything is simply computerized. When you register the business, there is time for you to go and pay something. The what do you call it? The the bills come in for you to go and pay. Nobody will come there like a policeman will come and then be hassling. No, we don't have this kind of things here. When there is a system for you. When there is a bill for you to pay, automatically you know when the time is due, you know where to go to pay it. Period. Nobody, there won't be any policeman or any officer who will come at your shop and then say, aha, so you have to pay this. No, everything is already systemized, everything is already programmed. So if you are supposed to pay the government some kind of money, the bill will come automatically and then you will go and pay. They will send it to you through your post, your address. They will just come and then deliver it. It's like a light bill or water bill. It comes like that. So if you have your company, if you have a registered company, there is date for you to go and pay something, and there is a place for you to go. If it is the bank, you go to the bank and then you pay. Nobody will come to your shop. I have lived in so many African countries, and I'm telling you this. In Africa, most of the African countries is worse. When you are doing businesses, police will come, city guards will come, who else? Any organization which is a government organization can simply walk into your shop and then take money. And not only that, immigration also can come too as well. But here it doesn't work like that. Here, immigration doesn't come, they won't come to your shop. No, nobody has that time. Police won't come to your shop unless maybe you kill somebody or you rob somebody. They will come there to arrest you, but not to come and then harass your business that you are doing. No, nobody has time for that. There is a system, there is everything for you. If you are doing your business, you are supposed to pay some tax, it will come for you to go and pay. Period. Nobody will tell you, hey, policemen are here. You haven't, no, they won't do that. You know what to do. The system is already there. So when you want to open a business, you don't have to fear. There is nothing that, like back in most African countries, they will come, immigration will harass you, police will harass you, some other uh, 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 government unit will come and then harass you. We don't have it here. Here, we don't have this kind of thing. Even when you are driving your car, when you are driving your car, nobody will stop you. If you have any offense, automatically it will come to your house or the bill will come. You will just pay it. Nobody will stop you and say, you beat the electricity. Sorry, you beat the traffic light. So stop. Let's charge you. No, here we don't have. They don't have that kind of time. They don't have this kind of system. They have everything programmed already. So if yeah, just a second. Yeah, I saw your connection, but I think your internet is bad fully. That is why I'm not able to connect you to the program. You understand? So here in Brazil, this kind of thing doesn't happen. Nobody, like for example, in America, in the United States, we always see people say police stop them when there is what do you call it? When they go off limits, speed the speed limit, they are being stopped and checked. Blah. Here they don't do that. Here the cameras work. Here everything like that works. So if you say you are a speed driver, drive speedily, the bills will continue coming. You understand? So when you have your business, you have nothing to worry about. Nobody's going to harass you. Once you solve your immigration program, what do you call it, processes, nobody has your time. If you say you are a refugee and you are being given a refugee card or something, nobody has your time. You understand? So here is nothing compare. It has nothing in common with Africa apart from maybe the food. But everything about here is simply different. So it's very good you asked me this question because I wouldn't have remembered to talk about this. Yeah.
Okay, so how important is it to learn Portuguese or Spanish, depending on the country, before
Okay.
doing business?
Here is actually Portuguese, and Portuguese, depending on your IQ, each and every single one of us, it depends on you individually if you are good with learning languages. But for me, it took me three months to start speaking Portuguese, and it took me another 6 months, 3 months to start understanding what the people say. So let me just say, automatically, no. Let me just say, it took me 6 months. Okay, it took me 6 months to speak and understand the people, and I have people who never understood nothing until they left. I have people who I met here, they didn't even know how to speak the Portuguese language properly until they left. They didn't even understand the people until they left. So each and every single person, it depends on you. You understand? It depends on you and how you are quick to learn things. So Portuguese is actually a language you can easily learn if you are a good language learner. Yeah.
Yeah,
So yeah.
I appreciate the honesty because I'm a businessman, so I'm just trying to do business, and my experience in Africa so far, it's half of it is working, but only because I found through connections very good employees. But when I'm trying to venture off into other areas, it's like it's a hit and run. You know, I have an example. I had a friend who I asked, I need a house, like a bed sitter with a Wi-Fi connection included in the bills, you know, and safe area. Now the guy found me a place. We even confirmed with the caretaker that it had internet connection. He said, yes, this is the internet. But then when I paid for the deposit and the rent, I called these, you know, the Safaricom. This is the internet service provider to come install. They send us the technician, and technician tells me, sorry, but this connection is not ready. So I asked, when will it be ready? He tells me 3 to 6 months. Now, my work is mostly online, so there's no way I can work without this internet. So this caretaker scammed me from my rent money. And then I asked that guy who I consulted with to get my deposit and rent back. But, you know, he said, yeah, don't worry, the internet will be there next week. And I'm thinking, do you think I'm stupid? We both know that this is not going to be ready. Why did he tell me this? Instead of just telling me, "Okay, brother, we've lost on this one. Let's strategize ways to maybe get your money." So I then asked him to get me my money back. But you know, didn't even bother. So I had to ask another person, a family member, to try to get the money back. I was able to get the deposit, but not the rent. So what was going on there? Why couldn't this agent, who actually was a friend, just tell me, yeah, we've lost this one. Let's do something else. Why did he still continue lying to me that the internet is going to be there when I've confirmed with the Safaricom network that it's not going to be there for 3 to 6 months? So you know, that experience really, you know, actually um, dampened my heart.
Okay. So like for example, this particular one that you just said, I wouldn't have even remembered to talk about these two if not for you. Okay. So here, how does it work to rent an apartment? We have agencies. Okay. We have tons of agencies which can simply get you the apartment within a second. You understand? But here, like I said, there are rules. For you to get a rent or a contract, you have to prove yourself that you can pay in advance, which is they don't take like 3 years for it, they take monthly, monthly, monthly. But for you to get the apartment, sometimes they'll ask you to pay 3 months ahead on what you are going to start paying. Should in case, should in case they can do what? They can secure the bill for the property owner. Okay, apart from that, if you want to rent from individual, that one too is not a problem because here, for instance, most of the house wireless internet is one of the easiest thing or cheapest thing here in Brazil. Every like almost every house there is a wireless. Almost every house. Like for example, my house, I'm giving it for rent. There is a wireless there. I'm paying every month. There is nobody in the house. You understand? So there are some certain things compared to you can't even compare Brazil to those African countries because these basic necessities they are not the problems here. You understand? The problems that you went through, like with rent, internet, you won't go through with these kind of problems here. No, forget that one. You like it's like you tell me, I want to come and buy a property here. You can come and buy it. It's secure and safe. Just buy it. Some place like in Africa, most of the African countries forget it. Like specifically from Ghana, even to if you have your money to buy a land is a problem. You understand? To buy even to buy a land is a problem. So for this, it's not a problem at all here in Brazil for you to rent a place. You can get a furnished apartment. You can get a empty apartment where you have to buy your stuffs and then put it inside the apartment. There are more options. But you have to remember they have agencies which, if you want to rent an apartment, they can show you these are the these things, these are the list of apartment or houses that we have for rent. But before we rent it to you, these are the list of documents we need. So here they deal with document before you can do what. It's not like in Africa, most of the African countries you are going to rent, they just sit down and then talk and then you give them the money and then no, it doesn't work like that here. Here it doesn't work like that. Here is that is why I say basic stuffs. Basic stuffs in Africa, most of the African countries are challenges. You understand? Like here, you won't rent an apartment or you won't rent a house without a running water. It's not possible. You understand? But in most African country, it's so many times possible that you rent apartment there is no water running water. You have to use the yellow bucket or a yellow gallon to go and fetch water or send somebody to bring you water so that you buy the water. You understand? So like there are some things you don't even have to worry that much. It's good. At least these questions that you are throwing are questions that I wouldn't have remembered to even talk about, because there are a lot of my viewers who say, when you come, you don't open up things, you don't talk too much about blah blah blah. So it's good. But I do talk about this fact about most of our African countries, though. I do get attacked. Some people say, this guy is crazy. This guy is a sellout. But the truth, this is it. It's just one good example. You are experiencing some people extorting money from you and not giving you what you want. Here, it doesn't work like that. You are not going to meet some people. Here, you are going to meet agencies, companies to lead you to get all these things. You understand? So there are guarantees for you and all that. So you have nothing to worry about. If you are planning for a business here in Brazil, you have nothing to worry about. You can always get in touch with me, ask me information. I can help you with the information. And I have enough time. Before I wasn't have enough time, but now I have enough time. If anybody want to do anything here and they want my help, fine, we can do that. But um, you have to know the how things work out here. Here, it's direct with companies for you to lead you to get what you are looking for, so that you don't have any problems. Like in Africa, one simple guy can just come and then tell you, "I sell this, I sell that." And you understand? But here, it doesn't work that way. So with Brazil, you have nothing to worry about. But I will recommend you to try and visit, come to Brazil, and then uh, see things for your eyes, then you will understand what I'm saying. Here there is system, and the system works here, especially when it comes to opening. You want to open business, but what you have to be aware is we have high taxes here. The taxes here are crazy high. Yes.
But I'm okay with the high taxes as long as I can manage. I know, okay, I get taxed this amount, and the rest is going to be for business expenditures and profit. I don't like the idea that one month is going to be less, then the next month the police will take too much. I like stability so I can plan.
No, here there is simply stability for those things. If you are making some amount of money, it's either you make more, or maybe
Mm,
that month is bad for you to make. But no, you don't have any authority to come chasing you for you to take your money. No, they don't have that kind of system here. That one I
uh,
can guarantee you that we don't have that kind of system here.
okay. This is good. What about women? Another thing I've noticed in Africa is it's impossible to reason with women, as in most of them, not all, but most of them, they don't actually reason logically. It's like they have these cultural beliefs, and then they think of things from their own perspective. But it's really impossible for me to reason with them. As in, let me give you an example just to make it clearer.
The
Uh,
line is shaking a little bit. I'm having difficulty to.
can you hear me? Is it
I can
better?
hear
Or
you, but it's a little bit shaking, like
let me go back on my computer. This is on my phone.
Okay. All right. So yeah, guys, you've seen the questions that I had from one of our viewer, and I hope you guys have learned a lot from what I said. Uh, uh, all right. So in Brazil, we don't simply have this kind of thing. So if you want to do business here, it's all about business. Okay. Here they don't harass foreigners. Okay. They don't. Yeah, Brazil they don't harass foreigners. You don't you don't have to go through that kind of hassle that others go through in different countries. Here they have system for all these kind of things. In fact, here is one of the places where they protect companies and workers. They protect this thing like you have your right. Understand? It works properly, and it's not like in Colombia or in some places where somebody will just lie to you and then take your money. Okay, so here we have the system. So let me see some of the comments. The Supreme Leader has been warning us about going to Africa, this romancing and yeah, yeah. I always warn people, but when I talk about it, they attack me. Just call me Brian. Brian, here we have a lot of we have gangs, but to find those gangs, you have to go to the favelas. That's where you get a gangs. You understand? But in the cities where we live like this, there are no gangs. You understand? So gangs you can get. There are big gangs, but um, and that's where you can get them. You can get them in the favelas, but not in the big cities. Let me see. You are saying there is nothing to worry about, but you may not be a good target. What about if a business becomes successful? You still have nothing to worry about. Yeah, even if your business, even if your business has become successful, there is nothing for you to worry about because the system is already in place. So all you have to do is you have to just follow the system. Nobody is going to attack you. Nobody is going to harass you and take your money from you. So um, you have nothing to simply worry about if you're even. There are a lot of successful foreigners here, successful business foreigners out there, a lot of them who have even most of them even bought houses and they brought their families. They are living here peacefully. It's not like those countries in Africa or in some of the part of the world where if you become successful, then they will start attacking you with a lot. No, here it doesn't work like that. Here we have system. Okay, we have system. Nobody is going to take your money. Yeah. So yeah, you are back on, Mister. Uh,
Yes.
yeah.
Yeah, I'm on my computer now, so hopefully the connection is a bit more stable.
Okay. Yeah, it's a bit more stable. Let's go.
Yeah, so I wanted to ask, how is it dealing with women in Brazil? Because from my experience in Africa, you cannot reason with African women. Most of them, not all, but as in they don't understand reasoning. Let me give you pardon my COVID. Let me give you an
No, it's
example.
okay.
So you are, whenever you've done something wrong, they expect you to take responsibility. But when they do something wrong, they can't even admit to it. I'll give you an example. I'm supposed to be meeting someone who is from the north of the country, which is like 6 hours away in the capital city. But then this person, it's raining in the morning, so I say, okay, you can come to my place. Fine, maybe she thinks culturally, if a man invites you to the place, it means sex, but that's not the point. So I say no. But then it's raining, so maybe at 2 p.m. I say, okay, fine, we can meet at 4:30. But this person now tells me, but 4:30 is too late for me. Why couldn't she just have told me that earlier and suggest a better time because she's the one who knows what is too late for her? And once I try to then explain to her, you should have then told me this because you are the one who knows. She can't reason, she gets angry. So, I've seen similar things to this where women don't reason. So, how are women in Brazil when it comes to reasoning? Can you reason with them? Are they submissive? Because I don't mind if they're submissive either, because then that means they trust you as a leader and they follow your lead. But here I've noticed some of them, they don't reason, and also they pretend to be submissive, but they're not so much. Yeah. How do you compare that to Brazil? I think you are muted. We can't hear you. There's no sound.
Okay, what about now? Is it okay
Yeah,
now?
I can hear you now.
All right. Because I was using these headphones and I forgot to charge it, so the battery is giving me a sign, so I had to change it. All right. So talking about the women, here we have all kind of women here. Okay, we have all kind of women, but mostly the women are very very supportive here. Very very supportive. Most of the women are very supportive. You understand? And the problem about apology and stuff like that, here they are used to those kind of things. They are quick to apologize if there is a mistake, but there are some things you have to be ready as a man to to simply adjust to. Here most of the women are very jealous, and for them being jealous, it can be a little bit difficult for you as a foreigner, because maybe where you are coming from is a bit maybe very flexible, because here they take relationship very very serious. You understand? Like most of the women, they take relationships very very serious. So in this case, apology is not a problem for most Brazilian women to apologize when there is a mistake. In fact, they will support you much more, especially if, like, you are in a even when you are not even in a typical relationship or just a casual relationship, they are very supportive. How much more if you are in a very serious relationship? So, uh, from my 10-year experience, what I can tell you is here, compared to the women back home in Africa, or specifically South Africa or Ghana, let me just say West Africa or South Africa. Let me specifically use West Africa because I'm originally from West Africa, even though I have lived in South Africa too as well. Let me just specifically to compare the ones we have here. You know, in the West of Africa, we have a mix of different kind of cultures in West of Africa, from the mixed Arabs to the local typical black people, and with who comes with a lot of different tribes and stuff like that. Here the women are very supportive. Here when they love you for real. It doesn't matter if you are ugly or you are crooked or you are handicapped, or they don't look at all these things. When they love you for real. And when they love you, they become even much more supportive to whatever you want to do. You know, so for you to have problems with them, the only possible problem that you might be having with most of the women is the jealousy part. Most of the women here are very, very jealous, and when you go out, they want to call you, they want to know where you are, what you are doing, what time are you coming. You understand? Like, for example, I was married before I divorced, and then I'm with my second wife right now. I was married to, like I said, I even when you pay me for free, I won't go back to Africa to marry anybody. Forget it. That one is out. Uh, so I've been married. Yeah, I've been married before, and I'm now in my second marriage, and I have two kids with my wife now. So what you have to expect is here most of the ladies are very, very, very jealous, and jealousy. Maybe you don't understand the kind of jealousy I'm talking about. Maybe when you come here, but I just want to be a little bit specific with you. Should in case when you come to Brazil, these are some of the things you have to know before you come. If you are coming for dating, to get married, to they are very jealous, and they don't believe in. Most of them don't believe in one one man who has two women. You understand? Most of them don't believe in this kind of thing. So when you are with her, you are with her. You understand? When you are a her. So here, these are some of the things you have to know. But apart from that, they are very nice, very submissive, very helpful, very supportive. They take good care of the house. They cook, you know, like, what women do. You understand? Like, they are very, 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 like, I would just even say much more when it comes to making love and all that. They are super, super fantastic, even more with that. So dating somebody here compared to back in Africa or back in most of the African countries, specifically West Africa. In West Africa, if you are not a nice guy, then you have to have the money. When you don't
Yeah.
have the money, forget it. You
Yeah.
understand?
Here they love money too much.
Yeah,
This is a problem.
it's money, and you have to be fresh guy. You have to be handsome.
Mm,
You don't have to have any sickness. You don't have to be what do you call it, a handicap. You
mm,
don't have you don't have to have any broken teeth. You have to look some kind of way to get some kind of women. You understand? Okay, so
mm.
if you don't have a complete, like, look of a guy, then therefore you have to have the money. But here it doesn't work like that. Okay, here in Brazil is simply doesn't work like that. Here you can be a cleaner, or you can be a dishwasher, and you will get a very rich woman. You can get a very sweet, beautiful looking lady. You can be dirty, you can still have, but it's better not to be dirty. Because yeah, but here the women are very real, like,
Mm.
real. You understand? They don't care if you have saliva when you talk, it comes out. They don't care about all these things. They care about your inner part. Are they okay with it? Then they are good to go. But in Africa, most of the African countries, the women are not like that. They are more focused on what you have, you understand, than being real. You understand?
Yeah. Okay, that makes sense. So I mean, yeah, I think the jealousy I've seen in some movies. I think I
Yeah,
have an
it's
idea.
real. It's real.
Oh, okay. Okay. Yeah,
It's real.
because in
It's
I
not. It's
think
not. It's not a joke. It's real. But
okay.
me, I love them. I love them so, so much. Like, I
Hmm.
prefer the Brazilian women a million times than any other. Like, I'm just, like, much more for them than any other. Like, it doesn't matter if she's black or she's white, she's mixed. I'm much more, like, into more the Brazilian women than any other nationality. So I can tell you more about it because I have more experience with them. So
Yeah.
yes, yes, I have a lot of experience with them. So, and I do talk to a lot of them too as well. So that one I can tell you more about it too as well.
Okay. So the culture there is more on the women actually looking for love, because in Africa I notice
Yes,
it's mostly looking for money,
yeah,
money or
Africa is
yeah.
money. Here is love. Here
Ah,
mostly is love. Yes,
interesting.
yes, here
Yeah.
is mostly love. So because of that, you have to be ready for the jealousy part.
Hmm. I see.
Yes,
Wow, brother, I'm actually learning so much from this discussion, because I do want to go to Brazil. I want to set up some businesses there, construction
yeah,
businesses. And, from what you've said, I'm going to do more research because,
yeah.
I just want an easy, straightforward place to work. And if as you said, the women are the way you are, jealousy, I know what you mean. There it's not like in Africa, if you're a rich guy, you can get away with having 20 women and the wife is even okay. That is one thing I guess I have to understand in Brazil. She's not
In
going to be okay.
Brazil, in Brazil is different, my brother. Yeah.
I see. But
Yes.
also, I'm guessing they're more loyal. Also,
Yeah. Super, super loyal. Not just loyal. Super loyal. From
wow.
my experience, super loyal.
Okay,
Yeah.
yeah, this is amazing. Actually, it looks like there's good opportunities there. So why is it that uh, especially diasporans like Black Americans, they say that Africa is the greatest place, but they never tell you of all the scams. I've been scammed many, many times. Just reaching the airport, the guy from the taxi hears my accent, triples the price. Then I say
Yeah,
fine. But then when we're already on the taxi, he increases the price. This place is so far. It goes even higher. This they don't tell you all these things. So why is it that they always just don't say the full truth? Why is it they only give you the sweet things?
Yeah. So, like I said, Africa is a bit rough. When I talk about this, I get attacked by most of the viewers. They say, no, I don't have to. But I have to be real because there are people who are risking it all to go there with all what they have. So if we have such people, why wouldn't you tell them the truth so that they'll know and they'll be aware about it before they this thing, before they go there?
Yeah, I think this is you're doing a very good thing here because it's good for people to know the real thing. Because if you go somewhere, you invest. Because I have had stories of in Ghana actually. I was listening to a channel called Ona TV. This
Mm.
woman is from America. She was Ghanaian, but she went to America when she was 11. She came back to set up a business, pharmacy. Now, before she came back, she bought 4 land. But each land was something happened wrong. Like maybe the seller was through actually a family friend, but then decides, because the land prices has gone up, they decide to just take the land, not give them the title deed. So many issues like this. It's only the last fifth house. Imagine she had bought 5 pieces of land, and only one of them was she able to actually set up her own house. So why do people not say the truth? Because it's good that then we learn. Okay, if you're going to buy land, you have to go through the lawyer, the right channels, instead of letting people just come and then they have this high expectation and then they've lost their savings. Because some people like me, I've been saving so that I start the business. So imagine I go somewhere and I lose it all on a piece of land that I don't even own. It's very sad.
Yes. I have a lot to talk about, especially when it comes to date. But um, I will have to. I have a meeting right now, so I will end the video for now. But in about 2 hours, I'll be coming back because the meeting is going to finish in about 2 hours. And I'm sorry, I have to because I'm at work and I decided to do this live video for you guys. But I will make sure I simply I simply come back again in about 2 hours. And guys, prepare more questions for me so that I can invite you guys. Dr. K, Polymath, I would love to have you again in about 2 hours. I don't know if you might be free. Then
Yes,
I
I'll be
can.
free.
Okay, so I will notify you guys on my Telegram group so that you will know that I'm back online so that I can take you guys through. Guys, I love you guys so much. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel, share the channel, join my group chat. It's at the description box, and join the Telegram group chat so that we can talk more. But I'll be coming back for you guys in about 2 hours. I love you guys and stay out of trouble. Bye bye, everybody.